What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop. Pork Chop After Dark. Whatever, I don't know. I just made that up. So, anyway, just got finished with my shift at Pizza Planet. I have a hell of a story to tell y'all. Something that happened to me today at the wholesaler. Well, actually, it's associated with the wholesaler. It didn't happen at the wholesaler, but it happened while I was on the clock. But so, like I told y'all last night, that I had to take a delivery out of town, 2 hours out of town, and so I'm prepping. I take the van to get some gas, and I come back, and they said, you can't leave yet. And I said, oh, okay. They said, we got another order for another stop. And I was like, okay. So I was thinking, oh, was it like, on the way to, my destination? Maybe I can, hit that first and then hit that. No. It was 2 extra hours. So I drove 2 hours and then 2 hours. Like, I made like a V. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, this sucks. I'm not going to get back until like 3 o'clock. And I didn't get back till 3 o'clock. I was expecting to get back about noon, but I had to, I ran into some issues. So the first stop, everything was great. Everything was fine. Everything went off without a hitch until after the drop. I couldn't get directions for a hot minute. I had to pull over into a church parking lot and steal their Wi-Fi for a hot minute just so that I can get GPS directions. And I was like, okay, cool, that worked out. That was fine. That's a little annoying, but I mean, it worked out. And so I'm listening to the Halloweenies podcast again. I was listening to the Freddy's Dead one, finishing it, and it finished. And I was like, okay, cool. So the next one's going to be, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And it was just dead air. No sound at all. And I was like, what the hell is this? What's going on? And it turns out that it wouldn't play the next episode because technically I didn't have internet connection, because where I delivered was in the middle of nowhere in these small towns of the West Texas plains, pretty much. And there's nothing in between these towns but just, railroads and dirt and grass. It's pretty much all there is in between these small towns in Texas. So cell phone towers weren't working, I guess, apparently. So the last, because I got a call from the owner of the wholesaler, and he said, oh, by the way, she requested that you call her when you get there, because she's not going to be at the shop, so you need to call her and then she'll meet you at the shop. And I said, okay. So I tried calling her when I was about 5 miles out, just give her a little update. Hey, I'm almost here. But no, I tried calling, and I got a message from Verizon, which I don't have Verizon, I have Boost Mobile. So I got a call message from Verizon. It's like, oh, the call couldn't go through. Reset your phone, and if that doesn't work, please dial this number, and we'll give you some pretty much tech support. Pretty much is what it was. So I called 4 times, wouldn't go through. And then I tried calling the wholesaler to tell them, because maybe their phones are down. I don't know. So I tried calling the wholesaler, wouldn't go through. I tried texting my wife back because she texted me, and I didn't get back to her for like 2 hours because I had no service apparently. And so I get to the shop, and I notice that the lights are on in the second shop. So I walk in, I'm like, hello? It's a ghost town. There's nobody there. And it's like this little attachment. It's a house, but they have like this attachment that they built the flower shop. So it's a shop. She lives in the house, and then she just pretty much walks into her backyard, and there's work right there. She works from her backyard, which I think is so cool that people are able to do that. So talk about a good commute to work, man. Just like 20 steps and you're there. But you can't escape your problems if things are going bad, or if you're working extra hours. You just look at your freaking window and you see your bed from the window, and you're just like, oh, I just want to go to bed, but I can't because I got all these orders. But So I call her from the shop phone. I call her cell phone, and I could tell she was a little confused when I called. She's like, hello? And I was like, hey, this is Colin. I'm here on a delivery, just dropping off these flowers for you. Oh, by the way, I'm on your phone. I'm using your phone right now because mine has no service, apparently. She's like, oh, okay, I was wondering. So she started laughing. I started laughing. And so she gets there, and literally she just walks into her backyard, and she's there. The owner of the wholesaler made it sound like that she had to, like, come across town. But, like, the last, like, I'd probably say about 10 miles of my trip, I had to manually look at the map on my phone and follow the streets to this flower shop, because it says you're not connected to the internet, so you can't get service, you can't get directions. So I'm manually just holding my phone. Luckily, it's back roads in this small town, so there's nobody there. So I'm holding the phone in one hand and looking at it, and then just like looking at the roads and saying, oh, I need to turn left here, or I need to go 2 blocks up, whatever. And then as I'm leaving, because I told her, I was like, yeah, I have no service. I can't text my wife back. I can't call the wholesaler. I couldn't call you. She's like, oh, well, last night somebody cut the fiber optics in the next town over. And I said, you're kidding me. They're like, yeah, so some people don't even have service out here. Like, it's nothing. It's like a ghost town out here. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm part of that service. But before that happened, sorry, I got sidetracked. Before that happened, I called the number that Verizon told me to call. And they put in my name and my address and my phone number. And they're like, you're not in the system. What provider do you have? I said, Boost. And they're like, well, why'd you call us? I'm like, I called y'all because my phone told me to call y'all. And so she's like, oh, no, you need to call T-Mobile because they're affiliated with Boost. And do you need me to transfer you to somebody at T-Mobile? I'm like, no, it's fine. Thanks. Sorry I called the wrong number. It was just frustrating, man. It was a frustrating 30 minutes. And then as I was leaving, I asked her, I'm like, okay, since I don't have GPS, what's the quickest way to get back to Amarillo? And she's like, go to the next town over, and it's pretty much a straight shot once you get there, once you turn left on the main street in the next town over. I was like, okay, I've never really been here before, so how long is it going to take? She said, it's about 2 hours. I'm like, fantastic. So like I said, I wasn't going to get there till 3 o'clock. So I stopped in the next town over, grabbed me some McDonald's. In case you're wondering, a double quarter pounder, large fry, and a McChicken, and a sweet tea, Texas style. So that's what I grabbed because I was starving. I didn't eat breakfast. I actually woke up at a decent time this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat breakfast. Nah, I just laid in bed and hung out on my phone for about 15 minutes until like the 11th hour before I had to hop in the shower. And I didn't even hop in the shower. I showered last night. So I literally laid in bed until I had to pretty much go to work. So that's what I get. But tomorrow should be an easier day. I know for a fact that I won't be leaving at 3 o'clock, hopefully. But they're saying that it's probably going to be 7 to noon again tomorrow for the wholesaler. And I don't have to drive out of town. I was like, come on, man, because I was projected to get home about 12:30. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I can go home. Like I was saying last night, I can go home. I can write a little bit of my retrospective. I can record a Huskies or a Cowboys video. I could edit, just a random video from my old archives. Nah. And then my wife got home about the same time that I did. So we just laid in bed, and she watched TikTok videos while I took a nap before I went to work at Pizza Planet. And then Pizza Planet happened tonight, so no crazy stories to report tonight. Got out a pretty decent time. Got out about 9:35, so I'm happy about that. And so, keywords here are, who the hell cut the fiber optic? ? So, if you could put that in, I would greatly appreciate it. 9.5 minutes in. And also, I have 3 questions for y'all. Obviously, got home at 9 minutes and 40 seconds, man. Some of these times are ridiculous. But anyway. So, question number 1. How ridiculous is it that somebody cut the fiber optics, and why the hell would they cut the fiber optics? I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do, but that's just what she told me, so don't shoot the messenger. But I was just like, who would do that? Who would cut the fiber optics? Some jackass during the COVID-19, just wanting to, piss on everybody's parade, put a turd in the punch bowl or something, I don't know. Why would somebody do that? Let me know. That's question number 1. Question number 2, what's your favorite kind of cookie? I like chocolate chip in particular. And then question number 3, okay, let's see if I can get a relatable question here. If you were stuck on a deserted island and your only source is you can eat all the pizza you want, you have to eat what they give you. You can't substitute. You can't take off. That you pretty much eat what they give you. It's just a cheese and pineapple pizza. You can't pick off the pineapples. You got to eat them. Would you survive? Say you're stuck on this desert island for, let's say, 3 weeks, and all you had was a pineapple pizza that just fell from the sky like manna, like in the Bible. Except instead of bread, it's pretty much just like pineapple pizza. Would you survive those 3 weeks? The help is on the way. Coast Guard finds you, whatever, 3 weeks later. Would you survive? Let me know. I want to see. I would definitely eat it. I love pineapple. I love it on pizza. I love it by itself. I love it with cottage cheese. I love it, dipped in caramel, whatever. So, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. Please put in those keywords and those 3 questions. That last one's ridiculous, but you know what? Today was a ridiculous day. So, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys!